Good morning. I thought I'd start off with this shot of this short sleeve shirt that I'm wearing. I buy them, this is going to sound very grand, but a place we go to in Germany happens to have this designer shirt shop, all designed by a Middle Eastern woman, and she does the most wonderful shirts. And I have this, and I have a few long sleeve shirts. I think I've got another 2 short sleeve ones. Anyway, I went for my swim, and I sort of swam into the zone, which I haven't done for a long time. By that I mean I just sort of, I go somewhere. You sort of, it's hard to explain, but it becomes, you're just swimming and you're not there. To the point that I swam over the time, and I just suddenly realised that the pool was empty, and I stopped. But the man was perfectly alright. He said, "Oh, don't worry about it." He said, I would have called you had you not realised. But it was a really good swim, and I said, I suppose it's like a meditation, once you, for me anyway. And how I'm going to feel later, I don't really know. I took plenty of painkillers this morning. I was just having a chat with John about that, because, do you know, I still haven't come to terms with taking painkillers. You may think I'm nuts, but it sort of makes me feel guilty. And I struggle with it all the time. And I don't take the amount I'm supposed to take. I don't take it on a regular basis. I mean, I take them every day, but I'm supposed to take them 4 times a day, and I don't. Sometimes I take a larger than usual dose in the morning, and then I don't take anything else until the night. And then I think, oh, I'm going to be asleep soon, so I won't bother. Oh, I don't really know why I feel like this about taking medication. I have absolutely no problems taking my heart medication, or my gut medication. I think my pain medication is mood altering, and I think that's what I have a problem with. But John and my doctor and the chemist and even the person who took my blood today, I've had blood tests today, all point out that the only reason my mood changes is because I'm not hurting anymore and I've become less grumpy. John says the gabapentin works incredibly well. When I was asked at the chemist, John answered instead of me, and I knew immediately that that must mean, oh dear, was I really that bad-tempered? But yes, I was a grumpy old git. And I'm not now with the gabapentin. And I do sleep. Trouble is, I don't really want to get up in the morning, and I don't like that at all. And I've really got to get back into the routine of being up early. I like being up early. If I get up at 8:30, I feel like half the day's gone, and it really sets me behind. I much prefer to be up at 6:30. I used to get up at 5, but I had to stop doing that because that really was not enough time in bed. Anyway, I was listening on the radio yesterday to 2 American evangelicals basically having a disagreement over this, is it Michelle Bachmann that's going to run for the presidency? Please don't vote for her. Really, seriously, do not vote for her. I know lots of you will, just because of your... anyway, they were just talking about this, and the man was saying that absolutely no way could he support it. It's unbiblical because the man is the boss, and therefore a woman cannot possibly be president, and she needs to be subservient to her husband, etc., etc., etc. All a load of bloody bullshit, of course. You know, and I'm thinking to myself, and the way he talks, and he was going on, and of course I take my authority from what's written in the Bible, and I'm sure it doesn't say Michelle Bachmann should not run for the presidency of the United States of America. I'm sure it doesn't say that. But what the twat has convinced himself is that it's not him. The only person that's given him any authority is himself. He's read this book, he has decided it's true, and his deep abiding faith is only in himself, his own judgment, which is what we all have to do, I might add. So I'm not saying that he's a twat for that. I'm saying he's a twat because he doesn't actually realise it. He's so arrogant and so convinced that he's absolutely, totally right. And they blame it on God. God spoke to my heart. Well, do you know, God speaks to lots of people's heart and he says a bloody different thing each time. Contradictory. We have to live according to our own conscience and this gut feeling that we get. And we really need to know ourselves. The hardest thing to do is to break away from the indoctrination of childhood. There's an awful lot of fear involved. Terrible, terrible fear. Fear you wouldn't believe. And so, you know, when I get really angry at these people who spout... And by the way, in case you're wondering, why do I get so angry? I get so angry because my life is threatened by these people. If these people gain power in the United States of America, the world is in trouble. It seriously is. And they will make gay people illegal again. And it won't be long before they start killing us, just like they do in the Middle East, because they're no different. That's why they hate each other so much. That's why the religious right go on and on about the Muslims, because they're so alike. And they'll be stoning adulterers. They're no different. It's dangerous. And if you think, oh, I'm not gay, it's not going to affect me. If you're a woman, you've got to watch out. If you're a child, you've got to watch out. If you're a man who is in any way different, watch out. Be the Second World War all over again. The Holocaust all over again. You may think I'm being paranoid and I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. I listen to these people speak. You know, everybody goes on and on about the Phelps, the Westboro Baptist Church, you know who I mean. And all they do is say loud and clear what every other Christian thinks, but pretends they don't. They haven't said anything that isn't biblical. They do it with a lot of venom and a lot of hate, but perhaps they're more honest than the Christians that do it with a smile on their face. Like Michelle Bachmann. I love everybody, but I hate queers. And you shouldn't exist. You're evil. You see? Doesn't look so bad, does it? No different to the Phelps. No different at all. It's a scary thing. And we should all get a vote. Seriously, we should. Because America is America, and it's powerful. And if the religious right get any more power than they've already got, and they had so much of it under Bush, and I really fear that it's going to happen again, but far, far worse, and then we'd all better watch out. It's truly frightening. I sometimes think, will I get old? Because of these religious nuts. Religion has absolutely no place in government. None at all. And the very idea that this woman could lead America, and she's a creationist, as thick as two short planks. God help us.